So, normally you'll hear a lot about pips, pips. And then people ask me, how much does a pip cost? Well, a pip doesn't have a value to it. The value of your pip will be determined by your lot size, which is what we're going to cover later. So, pips, right? Pips is how we usually measure market movement. So what do I mean by measure market movement? Normally you'll find if somebody is telling you that I was in a trade that made 50 pips, or I was in a trade that went 100 pips, or I was in a trade that went 20 pips, right? So it's normally used to measure market movement, right? Whilst points is how we, I don't know if it's visible, get paid on MT4, right? So, and I'll show you now, points is when we go on MetaTrader 4 and we actually measure the market movement. This is how we'll get paid on MetaTrader 4 on a point basis, not on a pip basis, but on a point basis, right? Points is 4 digits after the decimal, right? With JPY being the exception, Japanese years pin being the exception, where it's 3 digits after the decimal. Right? Sorry, I'm lying. Where it's 2 digits after the decimal. Unlike this side, right, where it's 5 digits after the decimal, being JPY pairs, the exception again, where it's 3 digits after the decimal place, right? So that's pips and points. So if I come to you and I tell you that I made 50 pips on a trade, what I actually made in points and how I got paid was for 500 points, because that's how it is on the MetaTrader 4. If I tell you that your take profit must be 20 pips away, that means when you get onto MetaTrader 4 and you set your take profit, you're gonna do 200 points away, because MetaTrader 4, and then how we usually discuss market movements and stuff like that. So like for group purposes, or when we're just sharing my trading week, I'll tell you that I collected 480 pips this week. You know, there's people who say they've taken thousands and thousands, right? But yes, this is how it will generally be. And then the next is lot size, right? So now, with understanding this and understanding the next section, you will understand how to calculate profit. You understand when I say I made 10 pips, you understand to be like, okay, how much did I make? Or how much could I potentially make, you know? All right, lot size. We have standard lot, All right. So before I go into jumping that, what a lot size is, it's a predetermined value that you will choose yourself, right? You'll see here in the corner of the screen where it's like 1.06, or I'm taking it down to like 92, 91, that, right? A lot size is a predetermined figure that you're going to choose before you enter a trade, and that's going to determine how much a pip is going to mean to you, or how much a point is going to mean to you, right? Just some general rules of a lot size. A standard lot is 1.00. A mini lot is 0.10, and a micro lot is 0.01. The smallest lot size, and I understand with things like synthetic indices and stuff like that, you can choose a smaller lot size, but then the smallest lot size that you'll be able to choose when trading currencies is a 0.01, right? Whether you're on a micro or a standard account, which I said account types we'll discuss later, whether you're on a standard or micro account, the smallest lot size that you can open is a 0.01, being a micro lot, right? And then you have a mini lot, and then you have a standard lot. You can choose any lot size in between here. So you can have a 0.17, or you can have, and I'll talk about the maximum here. Just now you can have a 0.05 or a 0.03 or whatever you want in between the ranges. With lot sizes, most brokers will offer you a maximum of 100 lots per trade. Most brokers, not all of them, right? But most brokers will limit you to 100 lots per single trade, and then you can come and open again another 100 or another 100. But I'm telling you, if you are trading on a standard lot size, you are making a significant amount of money. You'll see this when we get into the next section of how we calculate profits. Then you'll be able to see that when you're actually trading a standard lot, you're actually making a lot of money, because that is $1 per point. Now, if I'm saying $1 per point, you'll be able to see once we calculate how to calculate profits, that this is a lot of money. So now, understanding how to calculate profits. All right, so the general formula for this, right, is that profits is equal to lot size multiplied by points. Remember that I said we talk about market movement in pips, but then when we actually get our profit, it is in points. So let's base this example on 660 pips. If I tell you that I had a trade that made 60 pips, then you'll be able to determine how much profit that could have meant depending on the lot size you chose. So profits is equal to lot size multiplied by 600 points. So remember, 60 pips equals 600 points. Or 500 points equals 50 pips, right? So now, because we're calculating profits, we come to the lot size. Remember, a lot size is an amount that we personally choose, right, before entering a trade. So let's just show an example. If you chose a 0.01, a mini lot, a micro lot, or a standard lot. So our profit in this example, if we use the lot size of a micro lot, would have made $6, right? If you use the standard 60, a mini 60, and if you use the standard 600.